The car market is flipping on its head. For years, prices soared, inventory was tight, and markups were everywhere. But now, dealers are drowning in unsold cars. Why am I smiling? And prices are dropping fast. Today, I'm going to break down the biggest discounts and which cars you should avoid before they lose even more value. Used prices are shifting in ways no one expected. EVs are crashing in price, while some gas-powered cars are skyrocketing. I'll reveal which models are steeply discounted and which ones are getting more expensive by the day. And finally, Tesla is no longer Elon Musk's biggest asset. SpaceX has officially taken over Tesla in value, and Musk's focus is shifting. What does this mean for Tesla investors, car buyers, and the EV industry? Buckle up. This is one update you can't afford to miss. Let's get into it. If you've been watching the car market like I have, you know something big is happening right now, don't you? For years, we saw prices skyrocket, inventory shortages, and dealers marking up cars like crazy. So much greed. But now, the tables have turned. Dealerships across the country are drowning in inventory, and they're running out of time. Massive price cuts, deep manufacturer incentives, and unheard of financing deals are all hitting the market. Why? Because dealers can't move these cars fast enough. Sucks for them, huh? I've spent years tracking the automotive industry, and I'm telling you now, if you've been waiting to buy, this is a good time to act. But not every car is a good deal, and some models will lose even more value soon. So stick with me here, and I'll break down the biggest price drops, the best deals, and how you can take advantage of the market before it's too late. So I've spoken with insiders, analyzed the data, and the truth is clear. Dealers are in trouble. But here's what's really happening. For one, massive overproduction. Automakers didn't slow production when demand dropped. Now, their lots are overflowing. Manufacturers are sitting on billions in unsold inventory. High interest rates are killing buyers. 2 years ago, you can get a new car with 1.9% APR or even 0% financing. Today, we're seeing rates at 6, 7%, even 9%, making monthly payments completely unaffordable for a huge chunk of buyers. Used car prices are finally normalizing. For a while there, dealers could charge insane prices on used cars because new cars were impossible to get. That is over. Used car prices are dropping fast and dealers are stuck with overvalued inventory and they're panicking. And as you've noticed, 2025 models are here. That means 2024 models have to go, and dealers know they're sitting on cars that will lose thousands in value overnight if they don't sell them fast. I've seen dealerships reports showing record high incentives right now. If you know where to look, you can save thousands, but only if you act before inventory normalizes. Good news, I've done the research for you, and these are the biggest markdowns happening right now. But be warned, some of these cars could lose even more value, so choose wisely. Full-size and mid-size trucks up to $10,000 off. Ford F-150, some dealerships are offering up to $8,000 off MSRP on certain trims. If you're looking for a truck, this one is one of the best deals right now. Chevy Silverado 1500. Dealers are discounting Silverados by $7,000, even more than that, and some regions have 0% financing deals. Ram 1500. With slowing demand, there are massive $10,000 markdowns on higher trims. Sedans and hatchbacks up to $6,000 off. The Camry, for example, a slowdown in sales means Toyota is offering rare incentives up to $5,000. The Honda Accord, with competition heating up from Hyundai and Kia, Honda has started offering thousands in discounts, which is unusual for this model. Nissan Altima, fleet demand has tanked, so some dealers are cutting up to $6,000 off their MSRPs. SUVs and crossovers up to $8,000 off. The Ford Explorer, some dealerships are offering $6,000 to $8,000 off MSRP, especially on high trim models. The Equinox, discounts up to $4,500 with 1.9% financing on select models. The Grand Cherokee from Jeep, one of the biggest markdowns in the SUV segment with $7,500 off MSRP in some regions. Let's talk EVs. Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. Tesla has slashed prices by $5,000 or more, and some buyers still qualify for tax credits. The Mustang Mach-E facing slow sales. Ford is offering $10,000 in discounts on some trims there. The Bolt EV, a massive $12,000 off MSRP before the model is even discontinued. I've personally seen some of these deals changing week to week, is why I'm giving you new updates all the time. And it means if you're thinking of buying, you need to move before inventory stabilizes. Here's the number one mistake buyers are making right now. They're walking into dealerships without knowing the real price first. And that's exactly how dealers get you to overpay. Don't fall for it. If you've been waiting to buy a used car, this is the data you need to see. The latest used car pricing study has just dropped, and the results are shocking. Used EV prices have crashed 15.5% in the last year. That's thousands of dollars in savings for you. Meanwhile, gasoline and hybrid cars barely dropped, falling just 0.5% if you call that a drop. And some used cars, they're actually going up in price by thousands of dollars. Today, I'm breaking down which brands and models are getting cheaper, which are seeing massive price hikes, and what it all means if you're buying or selling a car in 2025. Let's get into it. Let us start with the biggest shift happening right now. Used EV prices are tanking. According to the latest iSeeCars.com study, the average used car price is $31,200, down just 0.8% from last year. But used EVs, they've dropped 15.1%, a staggering $5,700 less than a year ago. And it gets even crazier. Tesla took a hardest hit ever of any brand, with used Teslas dropping 13.6% in price. The Tesla Model S, Y, and 3 all rank in the top 6 biggest price drops of the year. The Porsche Taycan, it's leading the pack with the largest EV price drop. So why is this happening? New EV incentives, federal and state tax credits have made buying a new EV much more attractive, driving down demand for used ones. More EV inventory. Used Teslas and other EVs are flooding the market, and sellers are slashing prices to stay competitive. Then there are concerns over battery life. Some buyers are hesitant about used EVs because of potential battery degradation. Bottom line, if you've been thinking about buying an EV, now could be the best time to get a deal. While EVs are getting cheaper, some used cars are actually going up in price by thousands of dollars. According to the data, these are the 10 used cars with the biggest price hikes in the last 12 months. So they're at number 10, almost 8% higher for an RX 350, moving up to 9.3% for a Navigator, 10.5% for a Porsche 718 Cayman. Then you've got 12.7% for a 4Runner, and then 17.1% increase for an Infiniti QX60. That's $5,300 more. These are the largest price increases on used cars in the last 12 months. So what's driving these price hikes? Luxury SUVs are in high demand. People are still willing to pay a premium for used luxury crossovers and performance vehicles. It's not just individual models. Some brands are seeing huge used car price increases across the entire lineup. According to the data, these 5 brands have seen the biggest price hikes in used cars over the past year. They are the following: Toyota 3.3%, Cadillac 4.3%, 4.5% for Acura, 6.3% for Lexus, and Infiniti 11.1%. Those are the largest price increases for these brands. If you're trying to wrap your head around it, why are these brands seeing such big increases? Well, luxury brands hold value better. So Lexus, Acura, and Cadillac have strong resale demand. Toyota's reputation keeps prices high. Even with used car prices cooling, Toyota continues to climb. Infiniti's surprising surge. Infiniti used to be a depreciation disaster. Now, demand for its SUVs is pushing prices up super fast. All right, Dave, what does all this mean for me? Great question. If you're shopping for a used car, you need to know where the deals are. Biggest discounts? Used EVs are the best deals right now, especially Tesla models, the Porsche Taycan, and other high-end electric cars. Biggest price hikes? If you're looking for a Toyota 4Runner, Infiniti QX60, or Porsche 718, be prepared to pay a premium. In fact, maybe avoid those, at least for the time being. For the first time in 5 years, Tesla is no longer Elon Musk's most valuable asset. That title now belongs to SpaceX, a company that's growing at an insane rate, while Tesla struggles with a brutal stock decline, sales drops, and major investor concerns. Today, we're breaking down why Tesla stock has tanked so hard that it's no longer Musk's biggest moneymaker, how SpaceX is surging ahead, and what this means for Tesla investors car buyers, and the future of the EV market. Elon Musk is and has been the face of Tesla for years since it began. But in 2024, the cracks started to show. Tesla's global sales tanking. In Europe, sales dropped 45% last month. China's even worse. Tesla's sales collapsed by 49%. A huge problem given China is Tesla's second biggest market. And US sales are slowing too, down 5%. But the biggest issue, public perception is shifting. A Wall Street Journal survey found that 63% of car shoppers now say they wouldn't even consider buying a Tesla. That's up 10 percentage points from last spring. And Musk himself, he's feeling the pressure. In a recent Fox Business interview, Musk looked visibly emotional, struggling to explain how he's managing his multiple companies. When asked how he was juggling it all, he simply replied, with great difficulty. It's not exactly a confidence that Tesla investors want to hear. So why is Tesla struggling and SpaceX booming? According to Forbes, Musk's 42% stake in SpaceX is now worth $147 billion. That's $20 billion more than his Tesla shares, which are worth almost $98 billion. SpaceX revenue surged 51% last year, hitting $13 billion. Starlink, its satellite internet service, nearly doubled revenue, jumping to $8 billion. Now SpaceX is privately traded, meaning we don't see stock fluctuations like we do with Tesla. But make no mistake, investor demand for SpaceX is skyrocketing, while Tesla stock is struggling to hold on to gains. And if you're wondering whether Musk is more focused on SpaceX than Tesla, just ask Dan Ives. He's the managing director over at Wedbush Securities, who put it bluntly, the word balance has been missing with Elon Musk. He's been driving his Doge, whatever you want to call it, initiative instead of running Tesla as CEO. That's his words, not mine. The real question here is, where does Tesla go from here? Its stock has tanked 30% since its peak back in 2023. Competition is heating up, with BYD, Hyundai, and legacy automakers dominating EV market share. Public perception is shifting. Musk's chaotic leadership and political stances are turning off potential buyers big time. Musk himself tried to reassure investors, posting on X just last week, it'll be fine long term, he says. But will it? With sales down and SpaceX now his biggest moneymaker, is Musk still committed to Tesla as he once was? This is a major turning point for Tesla and Musk. For the first time in years, his biggest asset isn't electric cars, it's space travel. Does he care? Will Tesla bounce back and regain its dominance? Do we care? Or will Musk continue shifting his focus towards SpaceX and Starlink, leaving Tesla investors in the dust? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is Tesla in trouble, or is this just a temporary slump? In the meantime, if you're looking for a good deal on a new or used vehicle, including EVs at record low prices, check out quotes.everymandriver.com. It's a free search engine that lets you compare real-time dealer pricing so you can find the best price on your next car, truck, or SUV without overpaying. Don't miss out. Head over to quotes.everymandriver.com to start saving today. Looking for a great at-home sauna at a great price? Get 5% off any indoor or outdoor sauna, cold plunge, or infrared sauna from Almost Heaven with my discount code DAVE, 5% off at checkout. For over 40 years, Almost Heaven Saunas have been trusted as the top American home sauna manufacturer. Almost Heaven Saunas deliver high-quality products and firmly stands behind the holistic benefits the sauna brings to your mind and your body. Again, get 5% off any order with my discount code DAVE, 5% off at almostheaven.com. There's also a direct link below this video. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.
Today's video is brought to you in part by Ironman Darts. If you're looking to pick up a new and fun hobby that you can play at home or at the local pub, check out the Ironman Darts YouTube channel for simple and easy practice routines, lessons on how to throw darts, darts games for beginners, and real matches versus real people with both steel tip and soft tip darts. Click the link below and watch for free. And there it is.